Hello everybody, I, RAGHOONANDun from the Divine Healing Center, I welcome you back again on our series of videos on meditation. The topic of discussion today shall be meditation in relation to the power of thoughts. Everybody, before taking an action, has to emit one thought, at least one thought. And let me tell you that a human being emits an average of 12,000 thoughts in a day. Now, if we bring that to an average of an hour, you will see that it comes to a figure of 600 to 800 thoughts. The process of thinking is very complex in our brain. And thinking too much causes stress. Everybody is aware of this. Now, before acting, you need to think. If for every thought you emit in your brain, you are able to act, your brain will be very calm without stress. But this is not happening. What is happening is that there are many thoughts in your mind for which you don't take any actions. These thoughts come into your mind every day, every week, every month, and these are the problems and the sufferings you face in your life for which you don't have any solution. And these thoughts pester you, and that creates a big stress in your system. Now, that stress can reach a very high level to the extent that it prevents you from sleeping. You go to bed, you lie down, you want to sleep, but your mind is not at rest. Why your mind is not at rest? Because there are too many thoughts in your mind. All the same thoughts is coming back into your mind and is affecting you. You can't go to sleep because your mind is not at rest. The recourse is that you go to see a doctor who prescribes you sleeping pills to allow you to sleep. So you are forcing your system to forget those thoughts, which is not natural, to make you able to sleep. But these pills have side effects. You wake up in the morning and you are not the same person. So this is a problem. But meditation can play a big role in controlling the amount of thoughts which come into your mind. You will not imagine it, but I can tell you, your brain has the capacity to think about one thought at a time. But you have to develop that power. If I tell you that the common person today is thinking about one thing, all of a sudden another thought comes into the mind, two thoughts in the mind, a third one comes, a fourth one comes, and it goes on like this to come to the outstanding figure of 600 to 800 per hour. And if you don't act, this creates a high level of stress in your system. But when you start to meditate, you start to train your mind. You tell your mind that I am the boss. I want you not to think. I want to bring peace of mind into my system. That is what everybody is looking for, peace of mind. Where do you get it? You are so stressed. You are running from morning to evening to the night, and you are not getting that peace of mind. But when you sit in silence, you choose a method of meditation which effectively allows you to control the flow of thoughts into your mind. Then you start feeling the bliss. Because at high levels of meditation, let me tell you that there is absolutely no thought in your mind. It is such a beautiful bliss that your mind is at rest. Now, let us imagine on the left side you have one brain in which you have 1,000 thoughts, and on the right side you have one brain in which there is absolutely no thought. You will have to admit that those two brains, the capacities are totally different. The brain in which you have loads of thoughts is unproductive. It is clogged, it is confused, it is stressed. That person develops all kinds of stress in his or her life for which he doesn't have any solution. On the contrary, the mind in which there is no thought that person is calm, that person is productive, that person is creative, because there is space to create things. There is space in that mind to develop ideas. It's just like a memory which is full and a memory which is empty. So which memory can receive knowledge? It is the memory which doesn't have any thought which can receive more knowledge. You cannot feel something which is already full. This is logical. So the mind which is empty of thoughts, that mind is a very creative mind, and meditation brings you to that level. When you sit down in meditation in silence, day by day, you control the amount of thoughts coming into your mind. This is a very beautiful process. After several weeks and several months of practice, you find yourself becoming very calm. Why? Because you are able to choose which thought is going to come into your mind and which thoughts you are not going to allow into your mind. This is very serious. People who don't meditate don't have this capacity. But in only 3 months of meditation, I guarantee you, you start developing that potential in you. Imagine how beautiful it is that one thought is coming into your mind and it is a disruptive thought full of negative emotions which you don't want to think about. The person who meditates can effectively control. Said, hey, no, I don't want this thought to come into my mind to disturb me. But the person who is not meditating, he will be affected by that thought. He will absorb all these negative emotions and that person will be stressed. This is why meditation is the best tool to fight stress. It will effectively allow you to control the flow of thoughts which comes into your mind. So I have explained to you how thoughts, level of thoughts, meditation can help you to control your mind. It is very important for you to understand that your mind can effectively control you. Your mind can make you do things you don't want to do, because it is a kind of intelligence which makes you do things that you don't want to do. Many people have gone through this or still going through this. But actually you have to control your mind. It is like taming a wild animal. You have to tell your mind, okay, I don't want you to think. Please stop thinking because you are disturbing me. And this is what effectively meditation teaches you. When the wild animal, when the wild brain, when the wild mind is tamed, you become a totally different person. You are able to choose when to think, when not to think, which thoughts to allow into your mind, which thoughts to discard from your mind. And a person who is free from unnecessary thoughts is a person who is totally calm and who is not stressed at all. I hope you have now understood the process of thinking in the brain, dear viewers, and how meditation will effectively help you control the amount of thoughts that come into your mind. Meditation is a bliss for your mind because it will teach you how to control thoughts coming into your mind and how to discard thoughts which you don't want and which are unnecessary. So I wish you that you are able to put into implementation all the tips that I have given you today. We have now come to the end of this session. It was a pleasure having you on board. I wish you all a very nice day. Do keep in touch with us for forthcoming videos. Thank you very much.